What's going on YouTube? It's Draynos back at it again, bringing you another Madden 20 gameplay video. So for today's video, we're going to be doing the middle only draft. As always, I'm going to be showing my draft, showing the middle players obviously, so not a whole lot of work I got to do, just pick the guy who is directly in the middle. So just showing you guys a little bit about my draft. As we see here, we're going to go ahead and get Marlon Mack. Then next pick we've got Tony Jefferson, a decent safety, just kind of slow as far as speed. So yeah, that's actually gonna finish up this kind of, I guess, little mini series of the drafts, doing like left, middle, and right. So with that being said, guys, what other kind of draft ideas do you have? I know that I've seen some other different ideas that people do from past Maddens and Madden 19 and Madden 18, so I might just try to use some of those ideas and then hopefully eventually try to incorporate kind of my own little twist to it. But nonetheless, let me know what you guys want to see as far as kind of challenge videos, whether it be on MUT draft or regs, or I might try to get back into MUT. It's just with all these abilities, they're just kind of wild, to be honest, and it just kind of has driven me off of MUT, which I think I've already kind of explained that there. So as you guys can see, our quarterback, unfortunately, I say that because he's a Niner. We get Jimmy Garoppolo when we had Phillip Rivers and Carson Wentz as better options there, but just gonna go ahead and do our best to make things happen. And as you guys can see, our legend round, we're going to go ahead and get Ken Houston, who actually we brought back from the previous draft as well, if I'm not mistaken. So taking a look at the team as always, got Jimmy G, we've got Eckler and Marlon Mack as our running backs, and then just shifting over to the defense, decent defense. Area concern might be kind of the D-line besides J.J. Watt. Other than that, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, but let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay. So we're playing our opponent. He's got Kevin Green, Marcus Peters, and Michael Pierce. And then it's showing our top three with Ken Houston, Antonio Brown, and Kendall Fuller. So, with that being said, we're actually going to go ahead, jump out on defense first. We're actually switching up the jerseys again. We're wearing the kind of like the mustard yellow LA Rams jerseys. As you guys can see, first play of the game, I don't know why we didn't pick that off. I would imagine if we had someone a little bit taller, we might have had a chance at that, because I use that beautifully. But opponent comes out, come out in cover 4, nobody in the flats, and he hits Cohen on a wheel route, and he is in business. He is inside my red zone, and for whatever reason, I just leave the middle completely wide open, and within like 3 plays, he's able to score. But anyways, let's go ahead and see how Jimmy G could do with this offense. I'm using the Bears offense, and to be honest, I just wasn't quite comfortable at all running this offense, just because there's a lot of strange formations. As we're going to go ahead, try to hit Eckler on the wheel route. And as you guys can see, for whatever reason, like sometimes I feel like the wheel route has that inside positioning, but unfortunately in that case, Tyrann Mathieu just makes a play and actually yicks it and takes it to the crib. So definitely have our work cut out for us. Gonna go ahead and hit Eckler again on the little table route, and then from here we're gonna go ahead and call a little screen pass, see if we can make something happen here with Eckler. Eckler, I would say, is probably, as far as playmaker wise, probably the best player that I've had. And I know I'm saying that I have AB, but AB is just kind of slow as far as speed. As we're gonna go ahead and take a sack there. Bosa and I believe it was Pierce were getting after me all game this game. So we're gonna go ahead, call like a little sweep toss play to Eckler, and I do apologize, Eckler, you got absolutely demolished on this play. And of course, my opponent goes ahead and picks it up. After Austin Eckler gets absolutely popped. So not a good start, to say the least, against my opponent. Plus, my opponent was actually kind of decent. He definitely knew what he was doing. He's going to go ahead and hit O.J. Howard over the middle, and that's actually going to do it for the first quarter. Again, he's just going to keep testing me over the middle, and it's on me. My users just not on point throughout this game. He's going to go ahead, take Cohen, try to run the ball, and actually didn't gain anything off of that. And so gonna go ahead to user Jefferson over the middle, and he's able to hit like a little kind of out route. I want to say that's what that was. And he's able to be up 21-0, guys. I know this is probably strange considering how most of the games that I've played, I've been up. But you know, I'm not going to be the type of person that only posts wins on my channel. I'm going to post good, entertaining games. As we're able to make a play there finally. Austin Eckler gets his kind of moment of redemption. He's able to juke out the defender and take it up the field for 6. So definitely a little bit of life now, especially after being down 21-0. You know, you never want to be down you never want to be down at all, but especially when you're down 21-0, that's usually where things definitely start to get tough. You kind of have to play perfect the rest of the way if you want to have any chance of coming back. As we do, we actually get a sack with J.J. Watt, and we're actually able to get the ball back on a punt. So rolling out, and the field is absolutely blanketed. I just never really got comfortable with using Garoppolo. Just not very mobile, and as far as passing, he wasn't that great either, in my opinion. But I figured I might as well throw it up and make it be like a punt, and he picks it off something. Okay, it's just like a punt. We're able to get the tackle. And unfortunately, that was not the case. Marcus Peters is able to break a couple tackles, runs upfield with the ball like a loaf of bread, and he takes it in for 6. So a devastating play. I mean, I could have thrown it away, but that would have given him some really good field position. So I figured, you know, kind of the logic there was just to kind of throw it and just see what happens, and hopefully, if anything, he just picked it off and we'd make the tackle. But clearly, it just didn't work out that way. So we definitely have a big deficit to work with on our hands. Gonna keep fighting, you know, at the very least in this case. Gonna go ahead and see if we can get into field goal range and get some sort of points before half, as we are able to do so, getting the field goal before the 2-minute or before halftime. But anyways, with that being said, we're coming out. Second half, we do get ball, and I figured my mindset here is we got to get a quick score, you know, especially down 3 possessions, and we're able to do just that. Able to hit Antonio Brown, even though he is super slow, in my opinion. I think he's only got like 80 speed or something like that. I thought he was going to get caught. But nonetheless, now that we got our quick score, now we just need to D-up, and Cohen, he is almost gone. I thought he was gone, to be honest, after watching this video. But anyways, with that being said, just to kind of talk off script here, to, you know, take a moment to talk about, I guess, just things other than the gameplay. So guys, you know, for Club Series, you know, have you guys been paying attention to that? Or if any of my subscribers or followers, did you guys make Club Series? You know, tell me a little bit about that. If you guys did, drop a comment down below. And if you didn't, are you guys still planning on trying to qualify? I guess in this case, the next tournament after Clubs is the Madden Challenge, which will be played on Mud Draft. Which for me, I really hope that we're able to go ahead and just keep the game at the format as it is now, where there's no abilities. I feel like had Madden not messed around with any of these abilities and whatnot, the game was perfectly fine. I mean, I can understand maybe keeping some of the abilities that, you know, help you schematics wise, such as like route master, like all the route chems. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's cool. But it's just like all these goofy, as everyone else calls them, Yu-Gi-Oh abilities like Armbar and Moss. Like, that just doesn't make the game any fun, man. That just completely broke the game. And I actually did see a review or somewhere where they kind of do like video game reviews where Madden got a ridiculously low score. So I mean, if Madden doesn't use that as feedback, which I don't know why they would. They're just in it for the money, it seems like. I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, you know, kind of let me know what you guys' goals are for the remainder of the year. And also, just let me know, you know, as far as what I could do to help you with that. I mean, if you guys want, I could drop some tip videos for, like, if you're more into, like, CFM. I am currently in a CFM as well, and, you know, pretty good experience playing that. So if you guys want tips there, or just on certain playbooks, I could definitely look into and see what I can come up with. Just let me know. I'd be more than happy to go ahead and provide that kind of content to the channel. So, jumping back into the gameplay, we are fighting, as you guys could tell. We were down 35-17, and I thought I was going to get flooded the rest of this game. But we get the ball back. 35-24, able to go ahead and just do the little swing pass to Austin Eckler and make it a one-possession game. And we're actually going to go ahead and go for 2 so we could make it just a field goal game. And Antonio Brown is able to break the press and get us 2. So just need one stop here, and I don't know what my user was doing there. And my opponent, just smart play call. He, instead of running the ball like I figured he was going to, he calls a screen pass. And then next play is kind of the backbreaker here. He gets one-on-one coverage and gets like the rack. Is it the rack ag animation? I'm not sure, but I mean, I've just come to learn that animation is impossible to stop. It feels like. And of course, my opponent just decides to do a little table route and he scores. So that's actually going to wrap up the video. We actually do take our first loss since being back on the channel, but nonetheless, we made it a fight, and best believe we're going to bounce back. If you did enjoy the video, guys, please go ahead and hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more future videos. And until next time, guys, this is Dre Knows signing out. Peace.